lay down more measures to ease traffic during the holidays. Fast, focused, and fearless, here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Denise Tan. U.S. President Joe Biden assures that America's commitment to the Philippines in terms of defense remains ironclad. Biden's reassurance comes after the recent collision incident between Chinese Coast Guard and Philippine vessels in Ayungin Shoal. Biden accused China of acting, quote, dangerously and unlawfully in the disputed territory.
Just this past week, the PRC vessels acted dangerously and unlawfully as our Philippine friends conducted a routine resupply mission within their own exclusive economic zone in the South China Sea. The United States defense agreement with the Philippines is ironclad. Any attack on the Filipino aircraft vessels or armed forces will invoke our mutual defense treaty with the Philippines.
We give you updates 4 days before the Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections. The Navotas police confiscated at least 360,000 pesos in cash in a suspected vote-buying case in the city. The money was placed inside envelopes and was in the possession of a woman. She claimed the cash was for the training of election watchers in Malabon and will go to fairs. An investigation on the incident is underway. In Abra, authorities are studying whether to raise the alert level in the province. They're also investigating why over 200 BSKE candidates withdrew from the October 30 race. Reports earlier said several of the bets who bowed out already have relatives in various local posts and fear disqualification. Over in Negros Oriental, a province-wide curfew will be implemented on October 28 and 29. This will be from 10 in the evening until 4 in the morning. Call center agents, healthcare workers, and delivery service riders are exempted from the curfew. Negros Oriental was earlier placed under COMELEC control. Early this year, Governor Ruel Degamo and several others were murdered in the province. Congressman Arnie Teves is allegedly the mastermind behind the shootings. The MMDA will implement measures aimed at reducing road congestion in Metro Manila during the holiday season. Among these, adjusting mall hours and extending operations of train systems. Justine Punsalang with the details.
Starting November 13, the MMDA will be implementing traffic modifications in preparation for the Yuletide season. In a meeting with mall operators today, MMDA announced that mall operating hours will be adjusted to 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Exempted in the schedule are malls that offer government services from the DFA, LTO, and NBI. But the MMDA clarified, malls that house remote offices of state departments can open earlier. That means department stores and other vendors must start operations at 11 a.m. still. Mall supply deliveries have also been moved to 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. so as not to add to the expected heavier traffic. SM malls, however, are requesting for an exemption for branches not located in major thoroughfares in EDSA.
We'd like to serve more customers, more people, of course, since it's a holiday season. So if possible lang din naman. So we will be waiting for the MMDA's feedback on that.
According to MMDA, they will be waiting for the latter request from SM malls as well as their proposed traffic management plan. The agency will still need to study if the proposal is feasible.
Wala hong naka-indicate sa memorandum circular ng aming chairman whether it is within the major thoroughfares or the inner roads or the city roads ng mga LGU. So as far as I know, lahat po covered ito, the entire Metro Manila. I-inspect ng ating Traffic Engineering Center sa office po ni Director Resio if that would be feasible na pagbigyan sila. So pag-aaralan muna ho yun bago kami magbigay ng exemption.
The MMDA is also expecting more commuters, especially mall workers, on the road. This is why they will coordinate with the management of train systems to extend operating hours and cater to passengers working late. MMDA is assuring commuters that public transportation in the NCR will be sufficient during the holidays.
We will coordinate with Yusek Cesar Chavez of the DOTR for rails kung they could also adjust the operating hours of the LRT and the MRT. Ang bus carousel po ngayon natin sa EDSA is 24/7. Lalong-lalo na po sa EDSA, kumbaga sufficient naman po ang ating mass transport.
Also to be implemented starting November 13 is the temporary suspension of road projects along major thoroughfares and alternative routes. However, some road projects are exempted. These are the flagship projects of the government, including the building of common stations, Skyway extension, and MRT subway. Also exempted are DPWH bridge repairs and construction, flood interceptor catchment projects, utility repairs and emergency works by Meralco, Maynilad, and Manila Water, and other construction that will not affect the traffic flow. Contractors can also apply for an exemption at the MMDA, which still needs to be assessed first. The agency explained that some road projects cannot be suspended because the areas remain unpassable due to the sheer size of projects.
Hindi natin pwedeng ipahinto kasi kahit ipahinto natin, hindi madadaanan yung mga areas na na-occupy na nila. Hindi naman pwede nating tabunan kasi malalalim at malalaki ang hukay. Yung mga simple lang ay maging passable. So yun lang yung mga papahintuin natin. Or hindi na kami magbibigay ng bagong permits doon sa mga excavations na alam namin na makaka-affect sa traffic.
Road projects that can be resolved overnight from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. will be allowed. However, those that will be caught undergoing construction past the mandated window will be fined 50,000 pesos. To help with traffic management, the duty of MMDA traffic enforcers will be extended until 12 midnight, also starting November 13. These traffic modifications will end on January 8, 2024. For News 5, Justine Punsala. We are One News.
We're bringing you more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. Thanks for staying with us here on One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. Hundreds of police in Maine, U.S. are deployed to look for the suspect behind the mass shooting at a bar and bowling alley which killed at least 22 people. Dozens more were wounded, but authorities declined to provide figures. The suspect has been identified and was reportedly committed to a mental health facility over the summer. Photos of the suspect has been shared online holding what appeared to be a rifle. We now give you a quick look at today's other top stories. The Education Department is investigating a public school teacher in Leyte who allegedly went overboard in punishing a student. A viral video showed the teacher beating student with a broomstick while they're squatting. Physical punishment is prohibited under the DepEd Child Protection Policy. The luggage of a businesswoman that got lost in Naiya has been returned. The wife of a taxi driver brought the luggage to Senator Raffy Tulfo's show, Wanted sa Radyo. It had jewelry, watches, and luxury bags worth 50 million pesos. The wife, Salvacion Mamon, said her husband took the luggage when it was left at the Naiya Terminal 3. But he apparently felt guilty, which prompted him to return the bag. Malacanang is not planning to declare October 31 a non-working holiday. Citing Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin, Communications Secretary Cheloy Grafil said there are no plans to replicate what the President did last year. The same can be said for November 3. October 31 is a Tuesday while November 3 is a Friday. November 1 is a special non-working holiday, same with November 2. One News Now will be back tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News, all sides, all the time.